If we put them all on the same scale of power, Momoshiki, Ishiki, and Urashiki, just hacks abilities, who's the better Otsutsuki? Urashiki was kind of broken. His abilities were broken. Him as a character sucked, but his abilities were broken.
I think it depends on the character that they're fighting against, man. I think if you're fighting against a ninjutsu-based user, I think Momoshiki is gonna 100% be that guy. But Isshiki Otsutsuki, I mean, oh my, I think it's impossible to fight Isshiki Otsutsuki taijutsu-wise. It's just impossible.
Nah,
You
bro.
first things first. He's physically dominant, but also he has those rods that could pierce you at any given time. Like you're worried about Ishiki Otsutsuki throwing hands, feet, he's throwing everything. But also you gotta worry about the actual rods piercing you and stealing your chakra. It's impossible. But Urashiki Otsutsuki, he is a master at just retreating. I ain't gonna lie. But also the ability to take someone's chakra in an instant. That is crazy. Like, remember what he did to Sasuke? He took like a huge ball of his chakra. I remember the first time I seen Sasuke's chakra, it was crazy because Mitsuki's chakra, even in Sage Mode, was like a little tiny droplet. And then Sasuke was just like this huge ball, it looked like a spirit bomb or something
That's
like that.
true. The fact that you said that Urashiki is a master of running away, golden. Go ahead, Mello, my bad.
No. You're fine. You're fine. I think
Wow.
that's so. I think with so okay.
Mellow the thinker out here.
So
Mello the thinker.
Yo, I think, therefore I am. Okay, all right. So Naruto basically was getting washed by Ishiki at full power, right? And Naruto then proceeded to add on a new energy source, more power, and then his taijutsu surpassed him. So it's not like, so for me, the thing, it's not taijutsu, right? It's like Dragon Ball, right? Like Krillin would give Goku that work in taijutsu, or they'll be equivalent if their power was equal. It's the power that matters, not like the martial prowess. Like how many punch techniques do I know? That doesn't matter. It's the actual power behind the physicality. So once Naruto, his power met or surpassed Ishiki's taijutsu is rendered irrelevant. So if we're scaling these characters to the same level, his taijutsu is irrelevant, and his physical prowess is irrelevant as well. That's a lot of what we saw from him. He's a brute force. He forced his way through Susanoo. He's riding Sasuke like a surfboard. 2 instances where Sasuke is looking like trash. That's tragic. And then it's like, and then it's like, okay, well now he has these chakra rods. Well, again with Naruto, once he scaled power wise, the rods were irrelevant. He saw them, he just dodged them. I mean, even Sasuke saw them, he just couldn't react to them. So like, the rods are irrelevant. And it's like, okay, well, then we like through the Borashiki versus Kawashiki fight in the last one in the manga, like they were relative to each other. I would even argue Borashiki was getting like, he got like 1 or 2 more punches in than Kawaki did. Maybe if I remember correctly, but they were relative. And even in that, he's dodging the rods, dodging the cubes, dodging the little pillars. He's good, right? So to me, if you put them on like a relative playing field, Ishiki's like physicality gets rendered moot. His abilities get rendered moot. And then it's like, okay, what does this guy actually have? And then it's like, you got a character like Urashiki, which the only thing that's stopping Urashiki from folding any of these two, Momoshiki and Isshiki, is his characterization, how he uses his powers. Because his ability to time travel and like dissipate his like physical form into origami and teleport somewhere else. Like this dude literally has like 2 Rinnegan in 1. Plus he has a Byakugan. Plus he can like eat his Rinnegan and transform or some weird shit. And then he can like you said, steal chakra.
Turn into
like,
a butterfly.
This dude is like his powers are busted. So the only thing limiting him is his characterization. How does he use them? And I don't think, like you said, he's more of a scout. He's more of an espionage spy type of person. I think he'll use his powers more defensively if we're factoring in characterization, which we should for fun. So that just leaves Momoshiki, and I'm trying to. I think Urashiki wins. I think Urashiki would win amongst them, but I don't know, bro. Like, I'm trying to think.
He shrinks himself and unshrinks himself and uppercuts motherfucker. That's what I think.
That would have worked against Baryon Mode Naruto if that was like something that would have been relevant. And just like all Baryon Mode Naruto was like one part just power scaling. He's power scaled up to or beyond Isshiki. And then he had like the hacked ability to where he touched you and you die. But if you remove the hacked ability, just the power, like that, the shrinking shit just didn't cut it no more. So I think if you make them relevant, like his abilities just don't do it. His physicality just doesn't do it. So I think it's more interesting to do Urashiki and Momoshiki from that perspective. And I think Urashiki's ability to travel in time and teleport and all the he's beyond hacks. So yeah, I think Urashiki would win.
The Daikokuten is interesting to me though. His ability to bring things from a dimension that where time doesn't flow. It's just, what can he have in that other dimension? Maybe imagine if he has like a shield, like something similar to like the Yadamir in that dimension, is something that he just never really used because he didn't really think it was necessary to waste that much time. Like there's just a bunch of things that he probably
gave this man a whole ass Yadamir. I love it. I love
it. Because like, think about it. Like it wouldn't make logistical sense for Isshiki Otsutsuki to bring out defensive things in a battle where it's like time sensitive. So like he was like significantly hindered in the things that he could potentially use with his Daikokuten, like one of his actual main hacks abilities. So I get where you come from the things that we have seen. I completely understand. I completely agree with you. Urashiki might be up there. I think it really all depends on the actual person that they're fighting. But 100%, I think if you lay everything down, I think Urashiki probably has the most hack.
I wonder if Urashiki still has like some wine in that dimension. That'd be interesting. Like Kawaki's battling Borashiki, and like he doesn't know how to control his abilities, right? So what if he goes to summon a cube and it's like a glass of wine? That shit would be hilarious, bro. Like,
the wine falls on Boruto's head. Yeah.
He's just like spamming like his dojutsu and just like I don't know, prostitutes and like wine and like just like whatever like miscellaneous random nonsense Isshiki has stored in there over a period of time.
Why is Isshiki storing prostitutes?
Like Kaguya's panties just come out. It's like what have you been storing in this place for 1,000 years, sir? I don't know.
Some funky ass panties. They've been in there for 1,000 years.
Hey. Time has not passed.
Oh,
so they are ripe, sir. They okay. Let's
what?
Let me find out Mello collecting panties, bro.
Hey, look.
Right.
Hey, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying.
Oh, y'all crazy, bro.
Yo, somebody should do a fan animation of that. Like, Borashiki and Kawaki fighting, he summons a glass of wine. Like, Momoshiki grabs, "Thank you for the drink, young man," and just drinks and gets back to the fight. That'd be so fire, bro.
Yo, y'all crazy, bro. Y'all is fucking funny, man. I swear to God. I forgot what question I was going to ask. That threw me off.